Hello YouTubers, hello Facebook people, hello Twitter people, and hello LinkedIn people. This is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with you. Well, today I wanted to come and talk to you about a mystical subject, one of my favorite things, which is the moon. I love the moon. As you can see behind me here, we have a giant full moon rising. I love it. I wanted to go out and film this under a moonlit sky, but unfortunately wasn't able to, so I brought you the moon here now inside. Anyways, it's so good to be back with you guys. So many of you have written me, you said, Bob, I want to learn more about the moon. I want to learn more about the mysteries of the moon. And you know, we can certainly do. You know, when we talk about the moon, I like to think of the moon as a symbol of the Great Mother, a symbol of the goddess. And in the Wiccan tradition, we honor the rising and the power of the moon as symbolic of the Great Mother. The sun's energy is daytime energy. Solar energy is traditionally in the Western magical traditions been associated with the Lord. And you'll see this throughout Egypt, the great Sun Lord, the great power of Amun-Ra. And in the West, the sun has traditionally been the masculine, the God energy. The moon energy is the goddess energy. And it's at nighttime that we connect to the moon. The moon is a time of psychism. It's a time where we draw from the inner resources of our inner self and discover that mystery. The great goddess, whether you call her Diana, Hecate, Selene, Artemis, all of these are various names of the great moon mother. In Rome, she was also called Luna, and that's where we get lunar from. And we're going to talk about lunar energy here also. Anyways, the moon is a symbol for psychics, and it's where psychics, many of us, draw our power. In fact, today I'm wearing a beautiful full moon pendant. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is the face of the moon, a smiling moon. And I love the moon. You know, I honor the moon. It's part of my religion as a Wiccan. You know, since childhood, I've gone out and watched the moon. I think most of us as children were fascinated by the moon and had a natural affinity to it. And as an adult, as a professional psychic, I also draw deep inspiration and power from the moon. You know, some of you said, Bob, I don't understand. I can't keep track of the moon. How does all of that work? Well, let me show you something here. If you want to learn about the moon, might I suggest you get a moon calendar. This is a wonderful calendar. You can just tack it up on your wall. And it shows every day, for every month of year, the phase of the moon. I love this. I'm a big fan of it. And you can get this from www.mooncalendar.com. I'll put links in the box below. But you might want to get one of these. For those of you who are very modern, you can also buy phone apps that show you the moon phase or put it on your computer. But I would recommend you getting a paper copy, because I think when you're attuning to magic and working at your altar, you want to be tuned in without being distracted by cell phones and things. And this is a quick way just to do a little glance and know where you are with the moon. Now, the moon has three phases, as you know. There's the waxing phase. And the waxing phase is when the moon looks like a backwards C, like the letter C backwards. This is usually in its crescent form. That's called the waxing. Now, the waxing moon is a time when power is growing. In the ancient days, they used to call the waxing moon the crescent moon. They used to call it the bow of the goddess Diana. And if you look at it, it does kind of look like a bow, and they used to say that was the goddess's bow. Now, there's the full moon, which I love. That's my pendant I'm wearing. And you can see behind me here the full moon. This is the time of great power. This is the goddess in her mother aspect. This is why full moon energy is always wonderful. It's actually a gentle energy, a healing energy. Unfortunately, many Christian propagandists tried to start a rumor that going out under the full moon was dangerous. This was an attempt to break down reverence for the ancient religion of the moon goddess. Fortunately today, with the Wiccan revival, the moon is now honored again as the Great Mother. Then we have the other phase of the moon, which is the waning phase. This is when the moon looks like the letter C. And this moon is when power starts to decrease. This goes into the dark moon. And one of the goddesses of the waning moon and the dark moon is Hecate. She was a Greek goddess, and you might want to look her up. Anyways, you can work with the moon. So if you have a waxing moon, meaning growing to full, that's a wonderful time to do spells that bring increase and growth. Great time for money magic. At the full moon, you can call for whatever you need from the great goddess. And at the waxing moon, we do decrease. This is a wonderful time when you want to, like for example, do healing work, decrease things such as inflammations, illnesses, or problems in your life that are stressing you out. Bring decrease during the waning moon. You see, all three phases are wonderful. Now, you know, for those of you who work in the Wiccan tradition, some of the correspondences of the moon are, for example, silver, like my silver pendant. You can wear silver. This is a wonderful metal to get in touch with lunar energy. I take my silver jewelry out and I put it in my windowsill and bless it under the full moon. I think that's a wonderful tradition. You can also get a crystal ball and put that on your altar. That's a wonderful thing to do. Traditionally on the altar, the crystal ball does represent the goddess energy, and the crystal ball is associated, again, with the full moon. Another way is to, of course, keep your moon calendar around and really work with that energy, you know. Study it. You're going to start to notice that your own body's energy cycles move with the moon. And women, many of them find that their body's natural monthly cycle moves with the moon. So the moon has been long associated with feminine energy and with that deep inner knowing and spiritual perspective. Now, if you want to do some moon magic, you might want to get a copy of my book, Psychic Bob's Book of Spells. It's a wonderful book. I have a whole chapter in it on moon magic, and that's something that you can work with. Anyways, I thought today I would read you the spell for Moon Money Blessing. It's the Moon Money Blessing spell, and that's on page 45 of my book. And here it is. At the first sight of the silver crescent in the sky, take a silver coin and hold it in your palm outstretched. Let the silver light of the lady fall upon the coin in your hand and pray the following. Silver light, star of the sea, blessed mother, come to me. Help me grow the wealth I now seek. Show me the way. Let me not be weak. I thank you for these blessings bright. I honor you, Queen of Silver Light. And it says, and I have a little picture. By the way, I did all the art in this book, and it's a picture of the moon, the crescent moon. That's in its waxing phase. And it says, as the moon grows towards a full moon, your wealth and blessings will increase. Anyways, guys, I'm so glad you're here at Spirit Channel. Keep it here. I also did some other videos on the moon. I'm going to put the links in the box below. So if you want to work with that lunar energy, study this video, get my book, Psychic Bob's Book of Spells, study the videos below, and get your moon calendar. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, let me know about your work with the moon. I sure would love to have some video responses and, see what you do. I think in the future I'll show you how to set up a moon goddess altar. I think that would be a lot of fun also. We'll have that coming up in the next few weeks also. Keep it here at Spirit Channel. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thanks for your subscriptions. Love you guys. Blessings to you. Now let's rise, watch the moon rise. Peace.